Hi everybody and welcome to this week's video. This week, as soon as I get out of bed, we'll be heading back. It's a little cold here. But in all reality, Mom and Dad have to get back, do that thing that they get paid for. So we'll be running back through. We can take a little bit different route. It'll still be the B-Town route. That's Ben Burns and Brothers. You end up on Highway 126 coming into Springfield. From there, but once again, an absolutely beautiful drive. So watch till the end. We'll end this video at the shoe tree. That's outside of Bend, and just a kind of a wide spot on the road, and for some reason, people decided to start throwing shoes in this tree out in the middle of nowhere. And then a few years back, the road department came through and they took that tree down. But pretty close by, some folks started a new one. So we'll stop and see what that looks like. So watch till the end and leave a comment if you have an opinion about it. In the meantime, we'll enjoy a little bit more of this winter wonderland. Not too much of it. We'll be dropping down. We'll be in the mountains here for a little bit longer, and then we'll be dropping down into the flatlands and the farmlands, and all the snow will go away. And eventually we'll get down to Boise, cut through Boise and Ontario, and be headed for Brothers. But we'll actually get to the shoe tree before that happens. And then for the rest of the trip, you'll have to wait until next week. But once again, a bunch of rocky, hilly terrain with real pretty trees, and most of it goes along a river. Unfortunately, there's bits and pieces you'll be able to see. Dad caught as much as he could, but it's still, it looks nice outside, but it's still freezing. So hang on and enjoy. We'll be going well, basically uphill and then downhill, and uphill and downhill until we get to the flatlands. Once we get to the flatlands, and yep. It's a long road trip, so I lay down. Yeah, just a little update. Mom's registration finally came through for the Bronxster, so it's got its permanent license plates on it. And I can't remember the name of this little town. Maybe this is it. There's a few little towns along this way, and I can't remember the name of them, and we really didn't have time to really stop and explore. Gonna make a quick pit stop here for Dad. You know, he's got that old man bladder going, so. And, you know, I have dog bladder, you know, Mom's got girl bladder. We stop a lot. I sniff and pee on stuff. Mom and Dad just pee. They don't sniff stuff. But, okay. At least walk over there with the camera and show everybody, well, just where we stopped. And I do wish I could remember the town. Somebody watching will recognize it and leave a comment, if you would be so kind. Anyway, off like a herd of turtles. Well, not in the Bronxers. We're more like a herd of rabbits in the Bronxer. Remember that the steer on it comes from Speedster. But once again, following a river, basically. That's a lot what these roads do. I think they're actually old like wagon trails to begin with. And you get glimpses of the river here and there. This side of the road and then that side of the road. I wish you had a drone flying right along with you so get the bird's eye view, but that's about the best we could do. And I do apologize for the sun, but we're headed west and south. And, you know, it's winter time, so the sun is in the southwest sky. This time of day, it's late afternoon, well, afternoon by now. Yeah, just rolling down out of the mountains. Headed to the flat farmlands. And yeah, that sun was pretty bright. But it also felt, you know, really good when you got out of the car and standing there in the sunshine with the warm sun on you and the cold air around you. It's really quite nice. And it's surprising you be cruising along and suddenly there's a few houses and some little tiny town. Well, they tend to build houses around water, which makes sense, you know. Everybody needs water, but really pretty neat with all the rock and the trees and the river, blue skies. Very pleasant day. It would be nice to stop and check stuff out a little bit, but another one of those little blips in the road. I'm not sure if they're towns or just like places for people to stay and you know, go hunting and fishing and stuff like that. Or hiking. Yep. Not a bad chin rest right there. But down into the flatlands. We'll be getting, well, actually we're entering Oregon right about now. There's a sign. Welcome to Oregon. So, I didn't film going through Boise. That's just, city and freeways. But we need to, actually gonna stop here. Mom and Dad have never been to, one of these places. So, we saw it and figured we'd give it a try, and it was different. But Mom's driving. I'm watching. I do have to duck down a little bit to see past the mirror, so. But we'll just cruise through the farmlands here, and we'll be getting back into a few hills and more river. Once we get through town here. Get back out in the flatlands, out in the sagebrush and the trees and whatnot. If you are curious, what town this is, watch closely. There's signs that say where it is, or what town it is. And when we're road tripping like this, it's just really kind of one town after another. You're driving pretty much for 8 hours. We ended up driving. This was Monday, so we ended up driving almost 12 hours to get to Bend. Out in the flatlands again. And here's the hills. Shoe tree will be coming up here before too long. We actually drove by it and then had to turn around and come back. So, there it is. And why people decided this was the perfect place to toss a bunch of shoes into a tree, I'm not sure, but it makes for a great stop to sniff and pee on stuff, so we'll sit and enjoy this for a few minutes here and probably end the video. In the video here, as we're looking around and walking around, sniffing stuff and peeing on stuff. And mental note, bring a pair of shoes next time for the shoe tree. We just didn't have any shoes we wanted to leave, and well, I don't wear shoes. Mom and Dad didn't bring extras, so. One of those things you don't think about until you get here. But that's gonna just about do it for this week, so until next week, have fun, stay safe, and until then, the thumbnail shot. Cheers until next week. Thank you so much for watching.